It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Miami Heat. Won by the Heat. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ed, I have a rule. If you're 6'9" or taller, I don't want to see you jelly it. I don't want to see any kind of weird spin or English on the ball. Just dunk it. Keep it simple, please.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Lowry, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Butler. He'd get control.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Oladipo against Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. From the outside, no good. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden guarded by Jimmy Butler. Curling inside. Harden. Down low, Aldridge. Short jumper off the mark.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Lowry into the front court. They trail by 1. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Lowry. That's no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Short jumper stays out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Has a look. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Durant matched up with Jimmy Butler. Dwayne Dedmon snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Blake Griffin with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Harden. Griffin. Harden to Griffin. Down low, Aldridge. From the painted area, won't go down. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker to Oladipo. Shot clock winding down. Oh, he had him there for a second. Has a chance. Oladipo, not that time. Harden in possession. Down by 1. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot?
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. guaranteed.
To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Butler to bring it up. Leads just a point. Oladipo, Harden's on him. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Harden has it up the floor to Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Lowry with it. Leads 3. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Durant to Aldridge. It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Oladipo into the front court. Up by 3. Yes, Victor Oladipo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Griffin to Durant. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Lowry to Oladipo. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
To Durant. 5 to shoot. To Harden. Fires the 3 with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Oladipo's shot misses. And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Blake Griffin's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 68%. Hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Griffin pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Aldridge. Irving. Down low, Aldridge. The pass set it all up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oladipo, his first effort, off the mark. To Irving. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Tucker to Butler. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Stepping in for the Heat, number 11, Dion Waiters.
Kyrie doesn't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Millsap from long range. Off the mark. To P.J. Tucker. Waiters. And counted at the rim.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want.
The assist from number 16.
To Butler. Waiters. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's the Heat with the possession. To P.J. Tucker. Butler. Takes stock of the floor. Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3 to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Through one here at Barclays Center. The Nets out in front. Jay and I are back to Brooklyn right after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Kyrie with the rock. Probing the defense. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Lead stands at 7. Shot from the lane won't go. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Brooklyn's ball.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Irving to Millsap. Got it.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
They'll go to Butler, down low. Jimmy Butler, he is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Irving. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Not easy.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Waiters to Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. His team on top by 8. Here comes the screen. Irving. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Kyrie Irving for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
James Johnson trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Off the mark at the line. Durant with the basketball up top. Up by 6. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Irving, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Irving to Durant. Irving to Durant. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Paul Millsap at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Can't connect on the first free throw.
Into the game for the Miami Heat, number 21, Kyle Lowry.
Oh, he missed on a pair. Lowry into the front court. Margins 8. Here comes the screen. Gets a shot up off the mark. Hart with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Allen Crabbe. Harden to Allen Crabbe. Griffin buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
So Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. No good. Harden in possession. The lead is 11. Griffin to Allen Crabbe. To Harden. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Harden. Man, that was a tough shot. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 4, Victor Oladipo.
Lowry. Harden's on him. Oladipo.
Number 24,
And he finishes at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
James Harden at the controls. Griffin to Allen Crabbe. Harden to Allen Crabbe. To Oladipo. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Griffin. Screen coming. Harden to Aldridge. And a throwdown.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Lowry. Short jumper stays out. Harden into the front court. Lead is 12. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow. No good. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo.
Screen coming left, screen coming left.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Harden with it up top. Lead stands at 10. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. For 3. And Victor Oladipo. Good from the outside.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Harden in possession. His team leads it by 10. Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Trailing by 10. To Oladipo. Screen coming. Oladipo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Harden to Allen Crabbe. To Griffin. Down low, Aldridge. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 24, P.J. Tucker.
Lowry, Harden's on him. Just off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
You're on the island now. Listen deep, listen deep.
Harden
2 minutes left in the second.
to Allen Crabbe. Harden. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Lowry to Oladipo. Oh, had him going there for a second. Lowry, deep left corner. Victor Oladipo. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's Harden. Here's the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lowry to Oladipo. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Baseline drive. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Lowry to Oladipo.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Try from yep. Gotta come through.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 11, Deion Waiters.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 3 in this first half. 19-footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Heat are in need of some changes at the half. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Miami Heat have obviously not scored as many three-pointers as the opposition. Rather than to try to catch up with the threes, they should be trying to close out on the shooters.
Player of the half.
LaMarcus Aldridge couldn't be denied the award after all of those slams. He might get top plays all to himself at the end of the game if he keeps this up. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Muller to bring it up. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
To Durant. Oh, he had it.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Durant to Griffin. To Durant. Driving right to the basket. He was hacked. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip He fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Oladipo against Harden. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Brooklyn with the basketball. Down low, Aldridge. To Harden. Off the assist.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Butler. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Butler. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. The screen sets him up for 2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here's Durant for 2. Kevin Durant. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
LaMarcus Aldridge tips it. Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Harden to Griffin. Good look that time, but off the mark. Another follows. Still no good. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Durant to Griffin. Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Oladipo to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. To Harden. Griffin. Here comes the screen. Durant sizing up Butler. Harden. Rebound comes to Lowry. Knocked loose. Nets have it. To Griffin. Kevin Durant, now 4 for 9. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Oladipo here against Harden. To Lowry. 5 seconds to shoot. Lowry. Not going down here. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oladipo to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Jimmy Butler. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant. Tough matchup against Butler. To Harden. Defense making the ball handler work. Durant. Tucker with the rebound. Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Tucker to Butler. Almost unlucky bounce. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. Good. Off a spin.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Butler to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Lowry here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Harden. Beyond the arc for three. Rebound comes to Lowry. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Durant sizing up Butler. It's the Heat with the possession. Ah, the monster stuff.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Kevin Durant lets it go. Add 2 points to the board. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions.
Durant. They'll work it down to Millsap. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Miami with the basketball. Butler surveys the floor. To Lowry. 5 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Heat checking this one. Eric Spoelstra makes the move to his reserves. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended. Waiters to Lowry. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Durant. Not getting the bounce. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Just because a
The
team's winning
NBA
doesn't
Season
mean the
9
refs are gonna put away the whistle.
2021 Game 5
Play right
matchup
all
will
the
be
way
coming
through.
up next. Washington Wizards 3-1 Boston Celtics 2-2.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. To Millsap. And the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The NBA Season 9 2021 Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Indiana Pacers 1-3, Toronto Raptors 1-3.
Here comes the screen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Nets have it.
Here we go.
Irving. Lays it up and in.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Waiters. 5 to shoot for Miami. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
To Irving. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his
The
matchups.
NBA Season 9 2021 Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Los Angeles Lakers 2-2, Oklahoma City Thunder 0-4.
Paul Millsap at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Screen coming.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Miami's got it. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo matched up with Aldridge. Paul Millsap sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
That's me. I got ball.
Irving to Millsap. Irving to Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Here's Durant for 2.
Something better than that, baby. It's game time. Knock that down, yo. Knock that down.
Waiters to P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Irving brings the ball up court.
Here we go. I got ball, I got ball, I got
To
ball.
Aldridge. Durant to Irving. They get it down to Millsap. Whoa! What a finish!
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The assist from number 4, Victor Oladipo.
Kyrie Irving. He's 3 for 7.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Brooklyn secures the rebound. To Durant. Millsap. Down low Durant. No good and no foul. To Oladipo. Tucker. From long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 13, James Harden. Into the game for the Heat. Number 23,
To Butler.
Butler.
He throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 23, Jimmy Butler.
Brooklyn's got it.
D up, baby. Here, come left, left, left.
Sizing up the defense. Irving to Griffin. Cashes in for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. To Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. It's in the hands of Harden. Probing the defense. Harden. To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Griffin to Harden. Kyrie Irving. With that, he's 5 for 9. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Hey, double screen.
The screen sets him up for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
He'd have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
And it's going the other way. 5-second count. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lowry to Butler. Blake Griffin sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Irving. Rebound comes to Miami. It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry to Butler. Here comes the screen. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good.
Number 35, Kevin Durant.
Able to convert on both free throws. Harden in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Butler, tough matchup against Durant. Blake Griffin with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball. Especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Tucker. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Durant to Harden. The Heat secure the rebound. Butler into the front court. His guys down big. Has a chance and a putback slam.
A lot of players lift weights, but who cares if you lift weights if you don't use that huge upper body? Great job using that big frame.
Aldridge to Durant. Blake Griffin here against P.J. Tucker. Durant to Harden. KD for 2, and he buries it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Lowry has the basketball. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lowry off the iron. No good. To Griffin. Shot from in close. No good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Harden. Down to Griffin. With the flush, taking on all comers. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change. Right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Pass stolen by Miami.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Kevin Durant, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Aldridge to Griffin. 4-3. The Heat have the rebound. Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Lowry to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down, Jay. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here's a chance from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Hits the second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line.
I got ball.
To Durant. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Shot for James Harden. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. When you look at these highlights, you can see how this team was able to earn the victory in this matchup. Great game by this squad. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets. The Heat couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Brooklyn Nets were definitely the better team with regard to long-range shooting, and it turned out to be quite the advantage. Their three-pointers were unstoppable.
Player of the game.
LaMarcus Aldridge seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.